Hello my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen and I believe in dragons ever since 14 years that I first met my dragon. There's a dragon that came before me, I fell on my knees. And so everything changed. My life changed, I was never being the same again. I was used to be an atheist, so I only believe what I saw, and I saw a dragon. A lot of people call me crazy because of this, and a lot of brothers and sisters call themselves like that because they felt the dragon. Only feeling, but it's not. We are actually with many people on this earth who feel the same. And so some even can see them, the dragons that come to us. And so the dragons expect sometimes that we work together. And there is a reason why they chose us, because there is an energy inside of us that is calling to them. And this energy can grow and grow and grow. And this energy is a dragon. Your soul is becoming a dragon more and more, as you have been more and more with the dragon. And so, the first time that I felt my dragon, it was amazing. It was like magic. I just said it's like magic. Loving the dragon is like magic. And I was not far off because it was actually magic. And so the years go by and I was actually improving of my abilities of doing magic. Not the magic by casting spells, but the magic of being sensitive for feelings. Sensitive for energies that is around you. Like I said, the hand is a good tool to have feelings. Your hand is very sensitive, so you can use it. You can use it to whatever you feel. And so the years go by and it was more and more sensitive. My hand and everything, my body just shivered when my dragon came to me. But it's much more than that. There were so much more dragons than I expected. I expected that there are just a few that want to come to us, but there are so many, my brothers and sisters. So many. And just my first sign that I'm very sensitive to this, and this is also part of dragon magic, is that I felt energy from the ground, just the ground. And so I knelt down and I just touched it, and it was like electricity that I could feel, electricity that reminds me of the dragon that came to me. Electricity, how is this possible? That I can feel the dragon in the earth. There is no dragon in the earth, I said, but how is it that I can feel this? And the more the years pass by, the more I can sense everything. So in the air as well. The energy of the dragon is everywhere. If it's nature, if it's created by nature or nature itself or the elements, or just touching a tree, and that is my favorite thing. If I touch a tree, I know it's alive and I can interact with it. So strange, don't you think? Because before I just said, I don't believe you before my dragon, but my dragon opened something up, something that has so much energy and power, that I said, wow, it's amazing. And I had to learn myself because I didn't know that this was a thing, that there are a lot of brothers and sisters on this earth. So I thought that I was alone in the earth, in the entire world, with abilities like this, that I can see and feel dragons, that I have a dragon by my side, and there is something inside of me that I didn't want to say back in the day because I was not worthy to the dragon that I said. I was not worthy, so I am not going to say that I have a soul of a dragon. I am totally human. But then there was something that I learned. Indeed, I am right. I am just a human being. But there is something inside of you that is not. And you are still taking care that this is growing. This is going to be larger and larger all the time. Growing all the time. A dragon soul inside of us. So yeah, it was in fact a revelation for me that after so many years, after passing through the first gate, that I could say to myself, I can have the abilities to do what is real magic. I can manipulate nature. How? And why should I do that? Why should I do this? Because the first thing that I said, if I said to someone random, Yeah, I can do magic. And then he said, yeah, see this box, let this box float, please. A box floating? What is the point of that? What's such a stupid idea? Why should I let a box float? What should it accomplish in the end? I use magic to feel and touch and open the gates. I use magic to manipulate nature. I use magic for what I think is necessary. I use magic to be together with my dragon. I use magic for let this energy inside of me grow. I use magic to be one with the dragon. I don't use magic to let a box float. Why should you do that? Doesn't make any sense. But humans are like that. Humans are actually, the more I grow inside of the dragon's path, and I know that this is the same thing with my brothers and sisters, the more you grow, the more you will realize, the more wisdom that you have, the more it seems like humans are 5 years old. Just that you have to explain things like that in a way that you explain the world to a 5-year-old. Sorry if I say this, but it's true. The more I go on the dragon's path, the more it seems that humans need actually this wisdom and knowledge, because there is not much wisdom and knowledge within humans. There are some humans, of course, but not all of them. And that has to do everything with what the dragon is. The dragon is a being of knowledge and wisdom. They're so wise beings, such a wise and ancient beings. They have seen a lot, they know a lot. And that is why, of course, you can also use the magic, because there is a part of them in you. And every time a dragon is touching it, it grows, and you go to another gate. So yeah. So every time that I step here, every step that I do, in the beginning, it was like every time that I touched pure electricity, that I was stepping on my dragon. Then I know the story of Tiamat, that was inside of the earth, and that she let everything grow, that every tree is her. She, mother of all dragons. In fact, and back in the day I was very skeptic, so I was saying, this cannot be, but there should be something of truth in it. I was very skeptic. I always wanted an explanation to the question I have. I didn't just jump into the dragon's path blindingly. I just wanted to know before I go inside of it. And I know, my brothers and sisters, I only needed time to know. Now. And now I'm not the same like I used to be, but I still need answers to the questions I have. If you go into a religion, most of the people just don't ask questions. They just want to go to heaven, and then so they bow for it. But this is not religion, this is spirituality, where you can ask yourself questions before you dive into it. And I had a lot of questions, so many questions. Maybe you can do this as something that you can train into. Feeling, being sensitive. Every dragon, brothers and sisters, I know that they are sensitive for energy. More energy with how the dragon is with you, and the element that is stronger with them. If it's earth, then it's below. If it's air, then it's above. And just the fires and the waters, that is left and right. Then you can feel them much better. But also I can feel the waters and the life that is inside of it. I can feel the air and the air, I mean, excuse me. And I can feel every creature that lives in it, that is alive in it. That the dragon used to be there. That the dragon used to be there. And the dragon used to be everywhere. Above and below, left and right, east, south, north and west. Water, air, fire and earth. So a lot of magic that we can do, but don't you brag with it, don't you abuse it, because I know that you love your dragon too much to abuse the power of the dragon. Don't let this box floats, I mean, it doesn't make sense to do so. Use all of your energy and magic to do what makes sense, to be with the dragon, to be together. What is actually the point and reason of our dragon's path is feeling the magic and the chemistry that you have with each other, the connection with your dragon guardian. That is the whole point. Such a display of power is just, that is the reason why the dragon has chosen you, because you will understand eventually what the magic of the dragon is and what it's supposed to be, and that you will use it with honor and respect and love for your dragon. As sensitive as you are for all of these energies, you can be very sensitive to this. And this is why you can use it. You are sensitive to this, and you will understand this. You will understand nature, and you will understand what it's supposed to do in the end. Or maybe even in the beginning. It depends on who you are. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.